let's use this opportunity to meditate together a little bit and explore another theme of meditation, of Dhamma practice. And over the last few weeks, you've encountered a large variety of different methods. And it's good, because the Buddha was a very versatile teacher, who also himself was sharing many different meditation tools, techniques, methods that the monks and lay disciples can use at appropriate times. Today I would like to add a very classic and traditional tool, but we don't hear it much currently, or at least not in the Sangha so much, which is one of the recollections, one of the reflections. That one is particular about the qualities of the Buddha himself. And we can reflect on the characteristics, the qualities that he had. And by recollecting that, can come a sense of lightness in our heart, or joy, or gratitude, sattva, faith sometimes, but a sense of appreciation for this wonderful person and wonderful teacher that he was and that he became through his own striving. So, let us close our eyes and get into our meditation posture. We're sitting upright and relaxed. You can check whether there's any tension in any part of the body. And if yes, relax. Relax that part, that area. We are particularly making sure that there's no tension in the face, around the eyes. We relax the mouth, shoulders, arms, and then gradually down. Upper body, and then the lower areas of the body. Relaxing. All the way down to the feet and the toes. Next, we try to recollect some of the qualities of the Buddha. If you like, you can support your reflection with a mental image. Of course, you may not know exactly how the Buddha looked like. If you do, please let us know. But we can take an image that we recollect, maybe from a Buddha picture or a Buddha statue. Or you can even look out behind me, there's also a small Buddha. You can take up the picture, the shape of this Buddha. But the practice we're doing is not so much a visualization practice. It's not about the image. The image can support in the background. But mainly we are concerned with the qualities especially the quality of compassion of our Buddha, who out of compassion was sharing the Dhamma with so many people. Who gave so much of his own time for making himself available and sharing the Dhamma in detail. So that even nowadays, more than 2,500 years later, we can still find out about it and benefit from it. How wonderful. The kindness and selflessness of taking the trouble to travel around India and be ready to receive people, to share the Dhamma. Not just that, he was also very skilled in sharing the Dhamma. He would explain in great detail the things that require a detailed explanation. He would be general for things that can be kept in a more general way. And also having the supreme gift of knowing the characteristics and the character of people, and knowing what teaching, what kind of meditation suits whom. How fortunate we are to have a teacher like this. To be part of a tradition, a heritage that dates back and relates back to such an exceptional being. The Buddha didn't have it so easy as we do. He couldn't just listen to Dhamma talks of previous Buddhas. He couldn't come to Dims. Couldn't go to YouTube. He had to discover the Dhamma on his own. Through trial and error. Which is a very slow and gradual path. Yet he persisted with supreme effort, energy, dedication to strive for the goal without negligence. How wonderful. Not being satisfied with some minor achievement, with some well-being from samadhi, or some smaller insights. No, he kept striving until all traces of defilements were eradicated and uprooted, so that there was not even a potential left for future moments of greed or hatred, delusion, jealousy, stinginess, avarice, conceit, arrogance. All of them were uprooted. While developing the positive qualities of virtue, concentration and wisdom, generosity, kindness, loving kindness, compassion, and equanimity. And outlining the path so that future generations of gods and humans can follow his example. And attain the very same goal, this very same state of freedom from suffering, of freedom from the defilements ourselves. was not stingy with the Dhamma. Fish, but was sharing open-handedly, without holding back. And he established a community of practitioners, lay and ordained, male and female, and provide conditions so that they too can follow the same path, the path to liberation, the path to the complete cessation of suffering. His knowledge is unsurpassed. His conduct is perfect. His actions by body and speech are such that no justified criticism, no justified complaint can be made. Yes, there can be people who find fault, but this is more reflection of their own mental state and not a sign of impurity on account of a Buddha. Being perfect in conduct and resort. There is no teacher, no tradition, no philosophy that surpasses the knowledge, the understanding of the Buddha when it comes to the workings of the mind, particularly the path to liberation. How wonderful that we have found a teacher like this. We are indeed very fortunate, very blessed. it is very rare that a being like a Sammasambuddha arises and that the Dhamma is around for us to hear. And for us to hear the Dhamma and gain faith. It is therefore our duty, our responsibility to practice and use this wonderful gift and frequently recollect and reflect on the Buddha's teachings, the Four Noble Truths. To develop the Noble Eightfold Path. This is the way how we, even nowadays, can pay homage to the Buddha. The highest homage by following his path, practicing the Dhamma, and striving for liberation. We establish in our heart a sense of gratitude, thankfulness towards this great teacher. Appreciation and humility. And determining to commit ourselves to the practice of the Dhamma with all our effort, with all our strength. Whatever it takes, we'll walk the path to the end. For the complete cessation of suffering. We can keep this sense of gratitude in our heart and express our appreciation for the Buddha and his teachings by saying sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.